SqwadCast 23, which I guess it might be an appropriate number for what we're doing today.
I suppose so.
Doing a little Ryan's idea, going off the beaten path of what we were originally supposed to talk about, which will be saved for a later date, probably.
I got a little bit ahead of myself today. I derailed Tim before we even started recording. So let's jump into it.
Yeah.
We were talking about sports and the new offshoot podcast that we just launched called Squad Sports.
Hopefully it has just launched by the time this episode comes out.
Well, it's been recorded.
It has
been
been recorded. Yes.
We do apologize for the technical difficulties when this episode comes out next January. We hope you all really enjoy it and have bared with us.
Bared with us. I really can't believe that Beep won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was a crazy...
Atlanta Falcons.
Alright. They got revenge on last year. It was a crazy season, huh?
Right in front of Tom Brady's ghost. There you go. I'm making aggressive predictions now.
You're right, jeez. God. Hard left turn. And a voice crack because I'm 14.
So... our idea was to assemble a dream team, because Tim knows baseball. I know hockey. We both know football, right? We want to assemble a dream team of superstars over the years and pit them against each other.
Okay.
Or right now.
I was thinking
a legacy team, a current team, whatever you want. All right?
Oh, man. That changes everything. This is... what you're hearing is how we're discussing it. There was about 30 seconds. Yeah,
right now.
There was about 30 seconds ahead of time that we were like, "Oh, let's just start recording."
So you can let's actually break it down into brackets. All right,
man, bracketology.
All right, it won't be much of a bracket. It won't be much of a bracket.
Okay,
but we're gonna do. Each of us will get one legacy team, and each of us will get one current team. All right.
Okay.
So.
And how many members on each team? Because baseball's 25 man roster. Hockey's something else, at least 16.
21.
21.
Tops.
Basketball's 11.
Right.
Football's 55.
Well,
there's a practice squad. Are we going to do a practice squad?
No, we're not going to assemble a 70-man roster of hockey players or basketball players.
College football, man. 90 people to a roster.
Oh, my God, no. God, no. God, no. God, no.
The U.S. Olympic team, 380 members.
All right, there we go. We got it. Every Hall of Fame football player all together going to the Olympics.
Yes. Johnny Unitas Elway. Simpson.
So here's the thing. All right. Here's my thought. All right. We're not talking about second strings or second lines or backups, relievers, anything like that. All right?
Relievers.
So if we're talking baseball, you get a pitcher and a reliever, one fielding group, and maybe a designated hitter. But actually, no designated hitters because that's un-American. I have very particular feelings about designated hitters. The pitcher's not good at hitting. Bring someone else in to do the job for you.
We actually, me and Kelvin talked about this on the pilot episode of Sports Squad. He inquired, this wasn't something we were going to talk about, but he was like, how do you feel about the DH? And then about 20 minutes later, we ended that discussion about the DH.
Well,
which is the Phillies' fault.
I figure if you get two pitchers, you get an entire fielding group, you should consider a hitter in his position. Basketball, but let's say we're assembling a group of, well, you get 9 fielders in baseball, right? I'm not completely insane here. 4 infielders, catcher, 3 outfielders, pitcher.
Yeah, that's what I
so
guess.
that's
9 pitcher,
that's
catcher,
9, and you get a reliever, so that's 10. You get 10 baseball players, 10 basketball players. Let's make it all 12. I don't give a shit anymore. All right. We need 2 lines for hockey, whatever the hell the deal is with basketball.
Basketball.
You get designated hitters now in baseball, or we'll call them wild card slots. You can fill them with any guys you want.
Oh, wild card. We should definitely be writing this down because I already forgot most of the stuff you just said.
All right, that's fine. We're making this up as we go along here, guys. So let's say 12 guys. All right,
12 guys total.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll consider football teams special cases. You'll get an offense and a defense.
An offense and a defense.
Yeah. So there will be like a current defense and a current offense. So, or like a legacy defense and a legacy offense. Now, so for defense, I would recommend taking like 4 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 secondary. Right? Just you're not talking 3-4. You're not talking 4-3. You're just doing
linemen.
Yeah. So 4 linemen, 4 linebackers, and 4 secondary players. While we're doing this again with the fucking mic filter. All right.
Had to be done.
Shout out to Robbie. Oh my god. In hockey, that will be 2 lines worth with a backup goaltender. In baseball, you get 1 fielding core with a reliever, I guess a designated hitter, and a wild card player of your choice. Doesn't matter what they do, right? And we have to pick a sport that these teams are playing, right? So if he's got a baseball team and I've got a hockey team and they're going up against each other, they have to play a sport that neither of those teams plays. So we're talking like Wayne Gretzky playing basketball, and we're just gonna debate who's gonna win. It's gonna be like an episode of basically sports ball super fight.
Okay.
All right,
let's do this.
So, since hockey is definitely my field of expertise here, my current team, I would have to take 2 centermen. It would probably be Connor McDavid and probably Sidney Crosby, as much as that hurts me as a Caps fan.
How dare you, Ryan?
Right. On the left wing, I'm taking Jamie Benn and Alex Ovechkin. On the right wing, Patrick Kane, and that's where my first real issue comes in. It's like, where do I go with the second right wing?
So, hold on. Before we get any further, because I'm a little confused here.
All right.
Are we doing, like, if you choose a hockey team,
right,
you're choosing the hockey line,
mm-hmm.
and then if I do a baseball team, I'm choosing a baseball.
Yeah, you're picking
defense.
Like the best shortstop.
So
the best...
we would go like 9 against 5/6 if you count the goalie.
Yeah, basically. Well, they're going to be playing basketball rules, basically. So there's going to be 5 guys on the court, and there's going to be a bench full of relievers. Or we can play 12-on-12 basketball.
I was hoping for 12-on-12 basketball. Bring it back to the original days of basketball.
All right, 12-on-12 basketball. I'm game. All right?
We're going to be shooting in the peach baskets.
So we've got Ovechkin and Jamie Benn on the left.
I don't know.
You got it right.
Yeah.
Then you got Patrick Kane. I'm not sure who to take else on the right wing, so we'll come back to that right now because there's a lot of good right wing talent in the NHL. In defense, I would take Shea Weber because of course I would.
Because Shea Weber.
Because Shea fucking Weber. PK Subban because he's PK freaking Subban and he's way too much fun. I feel like he'd be a great multi-sport athlete and he's a great defenseman. Brent Burns because Sasquatch.
Because beard.
And
that beard is awesome.
Erik Karlsson with a K because he's fast and stuff.
Because he's fast and stuff.
And he's gonna be the Swede.
Well, you got goal, 9.
Yeah, I know. Coming back to one right wing in a minute. My goaltenders who will not probably be playing goaltending would probably be Braden Holtby because he spent time as a forward in junior hockey, so he has offensive skills. And if we're playing soccer, God only knows.
You know what we should do? 10-on-10, a sport that is played 10-on-10. Kronum.
Kronum. Okay.
These guys are all playing Kronum.
All right, we're gonna. That's it. That's it.
That is the sport that combines every other sport into one.
Yes.
They are playing Kronum. We're
assembling a Kronum dream team.
We have found this.
Superstars in for me, today's NHL right now.
Yeah. So we're doing our present day teams together and Legacy Hall of Fame class.
Yeah.
We'll get to that ground rules in a second because I have a caveat there. And they're playing Kronum, which is 10-on-10.
All right.
So we can stick with 12 and have 2 subs.
All right.
That way you're not like off your train of thought here.
All right. So
yes, we are playing Kronum now.
Backup. Well, it would be Carey Price. I wouldn't really ever say either of these guys would ever be a backup to anyone, but Holtby would back up Price in the Olympics in hockey. And my 12th guy on right wing would be Phil the Thrill Kessel because
Oh, man, you got 2 Penguins.
I know.
How
but
dare you?
Here's the thing. I love Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel is my spirit animal. Okay? He's the kind of guy who walks through his team captain's interview eating a bag of cookies. And not like a locker room interview, like a team hotel lobby interview. And Phil Kessel walks through the background eating a bag of cookies and pisses off his team captain because of all the Toronto media problems, because they were saying Phil Kessel isn't fit to back-to-back Stanley Cup championships later.
Yeah. Actually,
turns out that you can be just a teensy bit husky in hockey if you have a good team around you instead of the Toronto fucking Maple Leafs.
Oh.
Well, they're pretty okay now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Austin Matthews, William Nylander, Mitch Marner, other ones. That team had like 8 rookies on it last year, and they went to the fucking playoffs. That's ridiculous. And they played good against the Caps, but it was against the Caps, and the Caps aren't really good at playoff hockey. It hurts. So that's my current dream team.
That is your present. That is Ryan's present day.
If I were assembling a real hockey team, I would have to make it about twice as big.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with what we have.
We are only doing 12. Kronum is 10 on 10. We're allowing 2 subs in case someone breaks their leg in this imaginary game of Kronum.
Oh God, no! God, no. All right, my legacy hockey team. So you're gonna have to forgive my spotty knowledge, but I'm just gonna take 4 wingers because I can't remember who was on what wing.
Whatever. As long as you have 12 people, we'll make it that way.
All right, then I'll just do 6 forwards and 4 defensemen. My forwards would be Gretzky, Lemieux.
Yep.
Let's see.
I have no idea how to spell Lemieux. IEUX.
Yep.
Ha. Take that,
France.
6th grade spelling bee that I lost.
Yeah, who learns from defeat now?
Yeah. Feelings are coming out here on SqwadCast 23 Sports Squad Hybrid Love Child.
All right. So my third forward would be Pavel Datsyuk because I have so much love for Datsyuk. YUK.
That's what I was going for, but then I was like,
and then
is Datsyuk considered?
I think he belongs.
Did he just retire? Or?
Yeah, he just retired.
Yeah, okay.
But like his heyday was early 2000s.
That's true. He's been playing for
mid 2000s. He was drafted in 2002. And he had a hell of a career, and he was definitely fun to watch. Always found a way around everybody. So many just videos of him in his mid-30s, just putting a defenseman on his ass.
Dangling.
Yep, dangling Datsyuk. And then, let's see here. Every team needs its personality, and I'm sorry, Vancouver. Mark Messier. That's spelled Messier.
Yeah, I knew Messier.
But Vancouver knows why he's an asshole.
Yeah, take that, Vancouver.
No, that's more of an apology to Vancouver. Mark Messier ruined them.
Sorry, Vancouver.
Yeah. Then I would probably take... God damn it. I would probably take Pavel Bure and... What, you don't like Pavel Bure?
I don't know how to spell Bure.
B-U-R-E.
B-U-R-E.
Yep. And then my last forward... Man, I would feel really bad if I just picked 5 centers. I think Bure was a winger, though. I'll just pick a hometown guy with this one. Peter Bondra. One of the very, very... Actually, maybe the only guy to score 50 goals in a season during the real dead puck era that isn't in the Hall of Fame. And that is the infamous time in hockey when most games ended 1-0.
Similar to the dead ball era in baseball. Yeah,
pretty much. We're talking about the 90s in hockey, when hybrid goaltending just popped up. My 4 defensemen, I'm going to go with Bobby Orr, Scott Stevens, Sergei Gonchar, and I'm trying to remember the name of this guy. He was on Gretzky's Oilers, and he was friggin' amazing.
Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, to fill in this void, the dead ball era in baseball was when the average player back in the 20s hit back in the 1910s and 20s, hit around 20 to 25 home runs. And then they changed the ball because they're like, hey, we should actually learn to hit the ball far and not it's still in the infield. And then Babe Ruth hit like 60 home runs the following year. And they're like, oh, man.
I found it.
Found it. Ryan found it.
Paul Coffey.
Ah.
All right. And then my two goals.
Is it actually spelled like coffee?
It's got a Y on the end instead of a second E. There you go. Look at that. This matters in audio.
Yeah.
And then my two goaltenders, I would probably go with Dominic Hasek. I like the crazy ones for this all-time team, so I'm gonna go with Patrick Waugh.
There it is. I know how to spell Wah.
Yeah.
It's not
exactly
W-A.
how it sounds. Roy. All right, so
You know,
that's my current dream team and my all-time dream team for Kronum hockey. All right.
Kronum hockey. All right. So I guess I'm debating between baseball and football.
Thing is, for football, you would have to make 4 teams.
Yeah.
Or you can just do current football and do 2 teams, or all-time football and do 2 teams.
I'll stick to baseball.
All right.
I guess I gotta do 9. No, we're doing 12.
Do 12. Just pick a pitcher and a reliever.
Yeah.
A couple of outfielders, a couple of infielders.
All right. So current day. What's current day? Since
people playing now.
people playing now. Okay. So Bartolo Colon. No. Not choosing him. I'm not choosing Big Sexy. I don't think he would do well in the sport of Kronum. Dude's like 45 and still pitching. He has beaten every MLB team as a pitcher.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. I'll start with pitching. I think I'll go Max Scherzer, even though he's a national. I feel like he's a pretty good athlete. Reliever. I'm blanking on relievers. I'll go the dude from Cleveland, the lanky dude.
I'll Google that. Lanky dude from Cleveland. Let's see what we get. Safe search is off.
Just in case. Andrew Miller, I believe his name is, but we can confirm that on our non-mechanical keyboards.
I just got Cleve Scene, which is apparently a website. A man who dresses in medieval garb and walks around in Cleveland. A lot of people getting shot. What did you say his name was?
Andrew Miller. That is the guy I was looking for. That is exactly the guy I was looking for. The dude is 6'7".
All right. I feel like that would be a really, really good. That's absolutely the guy you want for Kronum.
Yeah.
He's got that wingspan.
Yeah, playing wedge back.
Yeah, that's a
goalie.
Okay.
It's to explain real quick about Kronum, I'll explain the positions and then might get into the rules of the game. Who knows
let's finish baseball first.
Who knows? Well, I'm just saying.
I feel like we need to finish our roster.
Fine, Ryan.
No.
Fine.
Just
let's do it your way.
Hold up. I just want to like.
Who invented the name SqwadCast?
You did somehow.
Wasn't that hard. Squad? Pod?
Yeah. All right.
That works.
So Kronum is played by 4 teams at the same time, right? No? Okay, so it's just 4 goals in 2 teams.
4 goals, but there's no designated goals.
Okay.
So you can score on any goal.
Okay.
There's 4 goalies. This is per team. Okay. So you have a goalie in each. You have 4 rangers, which are like defensemen, basically.
Okay.
They kind of chill by the goalie, play up front a little bit, and like block.
All right.
And then you have 2 crossers, which are basically point guards, like just fast dudes who just run around the entire field. Or girls. Most of the girls I played with played ranger though. But yeah, it's a fast human.
Fast human.
Yes,
all right.
Fast human. So we'll get into that later. But that's why I picked Andrew Miller. He is 6'7", and I feel like he could be a good goalie. Maybe. I don't know.
Actually, if we could do co-ed, so I'm going to change out Phil Kessel for Hillary Knight real quick.
We're doing co-ed hockey and baseball Kronum head-to-head.
No, just because I like Hillary Knight. She's
okay, fine.
And I feel like she would be
Why
good
are you
at Kronum.
giving me your team?
I don't know.
I need to write my team. Okay, fine. If we're doing co-ed, I'm choosing Jenny Finch.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but all right.
She is the most beautiful softball player to ever live.
All right. Airing out some crushes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jenny Finch, I don't know where, I guess she's here. She was a pitcher. can often be seen on the celebrity softball game that airs after the Home Run Derby, but is played before the Home Run Derby on ESPN2.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Told you. So I have her. All right. So catcher, I would have to go. Buster Posey.
Buster Posey.
Yeah, Buster Posey.
All right. I feel like we should have an all-name team as well. They should get a bye week. So they can play they should get a first round bye. I should say, right? We need to assemble the goofiest names in all of sports. We've got your Captain Munnerlins. We're already
25 minutes in. Okay.
All right. We've got your Captain Munnerlins and your Brickashaw Fergusons.
The Brickashaw Fergusons. You got your Cocoa Crisps.
Yes. Your Chansey Stuckies.
Yeah.
Your Yerky Yoki Pakas.
Goose Gossages.
If you could hear my face right now. Oh my god. Do tell.
The dude's name was Goose Gossage.
Where? What did he do?
He was a reliever on the A's back in the day. Okay. For most of his career. He played on a few other teams.
So what is the forward attacking position in Kronum? Is that a forward? Or
crosser.
Crosser. Okay.
The crosser would be, so you get two crossers. And they're the ones that just go everywhere.
Two of those.
Yep.
4 Rangers.
And 4 wedgebacks.
And 4 wedgebacks.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
That's how it works.
Okay. I don't know why I thought there was 1 wedgeback and then 5.
Yeah, 1 wedgeback for 4 goals.
That makes sense.
All the kids on Towson Kronum, when you would switch from offense to defense, you'd stay outside the goal. So they're like, hey, open net, and then you run from the other side of the field and try to block it. It worked once in the year and a half I played with them. We were like, you need to stop doing that. He's like, but they always shoot, and I always bait them in. I'm like, and they always score. They would score 8 out of 10 times. One time he would block it, the other they would just miss it. He wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Anyway, so that's my catcher. I guess infield. Infield, I gotta go. This is a toughie. Ryan just denied some bitches. Not now.
He is a bitch.
Oh. All right, infield. I gotta go. I gotta go Machado.
Yeah.
I have to go Machado.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Yeah.
I was 3 seconds away from
I was
yelling it at you.
I was thinking just all the positions combined, and then I was like, "Wait, hold on." Yes, definitely Machado.
When you think first base, who do you think? Do you want a power hitter? Do you want a guy who plays good defense?
I guess defense. But I'm only thinking of 2 first basemen off the top of my head, and that's Chris Davis and Ryan Howard, and I'm not choosing Ryan Howard.
So pick Chris Davis
because he doesn't have an Achilles. Chris Davis, it is. He has a good connection with Machado.
All right. We've got good chemistry working.
Yes.
These guys will be our crossers.
Yeah. I don't know if Chris Davis would be that fast.
Yeah, you're right.
And
yeah,
then
if we're picking him for his defensive skills, then he'll probably be a Ranger. That's
third baseman, first baseman, infield, I would have to go. I'm trying to think of second and shortstops. Second baseman and shortstops.
I know nothing about current baseball rosters, so I'm just thinking J.J. Hardy and Jonathan Scope.
Well, Scope probably wouldn't be that bad.
No, and he's quick too.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's a pretty Orioles stacked.
Well, I was gonna say for center field, pick Adam Jones anyway because he's fast as shit. So
he is. Who played second base in the World Baseball Classic? Because that was a good team. To the Google. USA World Baseball Classic roster. Andrew Miller was still in the search bar. Any day now, Internet. Any day now.
Wasn't McCutcheon subject to some kind of personality problems from the coaching staff or something like that a little while back? Or maybe that was just because Pittsburgh's entire bullpen is just cancer. Where is that sound coming from?
That website.
No.
That was weird. We heard people. No, I don't want it. Chinese to... No, where's it? Actually, you know what? MLB All-Star Teams. 2017. Not 2017, 2017.
What about Robinson Cano?
Ooh, I do like Cano. Cano, don't you know?
Oh, God. Who's that guy on the Yankees? Aaron Judge?
I'm not choosing a Yankee.
Okay, I'm proud of you. We can stay friends.
You know who I'm choosing as my shortstop? Francisco Lindor.
All right.
So he's my shortstop. Second baseman. This is going to be a dead. Where's Robbie when you need him? Reserve. Second base. Josh Harrison. Oh, okay. Yep. Going. DJ LeMahieu from the Rockies.
Okay.
That's who I'll choose. So outfield, Mike Trout. Phillies rookie, Rhys Hoskins. He is averaging a home run every other game. That is not an exaggeration. He has 18 home runs in 36 games.
That's pretty freaking ridiculous.
I gotta go. Who else is in the outfield? Not Bryce Harper.
He is. Let's see here. We have Marcell Ozuna.
No, Ozuna.
Guy in Colorado. Actually, see the rest of his name. Assuming it's Black something.
Oh, Charlie Blackmon.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know he was an outfielder. I thought he was third base.
He is center field.
Oh.
At least he was in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
There's also Avisail Garcia.
No,
White Sox.
I'm going Kevin Pillar.
All right.
From the Blue Jays.
Oh, yeah, because he did that crazy thing a while back.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Kevin Pillar, and I got one more for my current team.
And that's a wild card. Any player you want.
Ooh, any player I want.
Right, because you've got Hoskins, you've got Trout, you've got Pillar in your outfield, you've got your infield worked out, you've got 3 pitchers. Take a wild card. Anybody you want.
I'm tempted to go Chase Utley, just because he's my man, but he's old.
I'm sorry, I'm off in my head rewatching an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The World Series defense.
Yeah.
I feel like me and Chase would have an older brother, younger brother relationship. You know, you're older than Chase Utley, right? Oh, man.
You know what? Just because I gotta go Chase.
I like how everyone else's last names, then you wrote in Chase.
Yeah. Chase. All right, so that is my... So for our epic team, whatever you told them, the Hall of Famer.
The all-time All-Stars.
All-time All-Stars.
Your legacy team.
Okay, I'm gonna go for my pitcher. Gotta have Cliff Lee.
Cliff Lee?
Yes.
Okay. Who's your reliever?
Jenny Finch. My reliever would be.
You picked 3 pitchers this time.
The one exception to the Yankee rule, it would be Mariano Rivera.
Okay.
I cannot pass up on Rivera.
Is he your reliever?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a closer.
Okay.
All time save.
Okay.
Leader.
Oh yeah, Big Mo. All right.
Mo.
So you picked 3 pitchers. You got a starter and a closer.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with 3 pitchers again? Because I think there is a pretty good guy, Nolan Ryan, the Texas hurler.
That's true. 7 no-hitters, and he could beat people up.
Exactly. I feel like that skill set would make him a great Kronum All-Star.
I am going to not go with him.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Greg Maddux.
Okay.
Because his career ERA is under 3. Not that that matters in Kronum, but what does matter is that he won 14 straight Gold Gloves, so he can play defense.
All right.
I'm going
How
Maddux.
big is the ball in Kronum?
It's kind of like a volleyball.
Okay. So he won't be able to throw it 100 miles an hour.
I can barely palm it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Greg Maddux. Because that team was, I think they won 16 straight division titles. That team was ridiculous. Those Braves. All right, catcher, Johnny Bench.
Of course.
If he can hold 7 baseballs in one hand, he could probably hold 2 Kronum balls in one hand. Johnny Bench.
How many balls are on the field in Kronum? Is it just one?
Just one.
Okay. That sounds like absolute chaos.
Yeah. Johnny Bench. All right, so he's my catcher. So third base. Trying to think of all-time third baseman. Oh, I got it. Yeah, Mike Schmidt.
All right.
Gotta choose Mike Schmidt. 500 home runs at the third baseman. Yes.
All right.
This is where it gets crazy though, because we're comparing career stats to Kronum. First base. I'm trying to think of all-time first baseman. First baseman Hall of Famers.
I would be salty that you didn't pick Cal Ripken at third base, but we've already got 2 Orioles in your current team, so.
And Mike Smith's of Philly, so.
Yeah, I know. Well, I actually didn't, but.
Okay. No. I would pick Lou Gehrig. That's my first baseman because I know he can last. So shortstop to the Google. It is hard to think off the top of your head. Ooh, Honus Wagner. Oh, short. Yeah.
You're salivating over a guy who stopped playing in 1917 right now.
But he was amazing. But no, I think I was going to go with Ozzie Smith.
All right. See, I like how a lot more thought is going into your team than into mine.
You just picked people you knew, didn't you?
Well, I picked guys with interesting talents and personalities that would be fun to watch. And you're building a team to win, like a fucking general manager.
Well, Ozzie Smith did a backflip every time he took the field. How is that not fun to watch?
That is absolutely fun to watch.
Yeah. And Second base Hall of Famers.
Second base Hall of Famer.
You know what? I might go Craig Biggio.
All right.
Craig Biggio. Yep, Biggio sounds good. And then my other pitcher? No, I have my catcher. Outfield. Gotta go Griffey.
Of course.
And not just because he shares a name with my car. He was also a pretty good outfielder. I'm going to go Griffey, Jim Edmonds, and I cannot think.
I'm still ashamed of my lack of baseball knowledge. Daryl Strawberry, what position did he play?
I think it was a first baseman.
Okay.
Yeah.
He would have been one of my picks.
Oh, these are so many people. That is the NFL Hall of Fame. Whoops. All right, MLB. That would help.
Look, I Googled one guy to make my legacy team.
Okay, well, we didn't establish a Googling rule, Ryan. Okay?
Mine was faster.
I'm in it to win it, Carlton Fisk.
That's exactly the name my eyes ooh, Carlton Fisk. That's a name I know.
Was he an outfielder, though? No, he was a catcher. Wild card.
All right. Wade Boggs.
Another Always Sunny. It was Barry Larkin, shortstop, but I should have known that. Wait, hold on. Do our players have to be real?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Otherwise, I would have picked Taro Sugimoto on my all-time team. Real story, fake hockey player.
Listen to episode 5 of SqwadCast.
Was it episode 5 of the sports drafts?
I think so.
I think it was 7.
7.
7 was sports drafts.
Listen to the draft episode.
It's labeled. Don't worry,
it's
guys.
one of our earlier ones.
It's very informative. We actually sounded like we knew what we talked about. We tricked you.
Yeah. Ricky Henderson, there we go. I was going to choose Pablo Sanchez. Backyard baseball. You're killing me, Smalls. Yes, Sandlot. Shouldn't be a question mark after that.
Sorry, I've seen it once.
Okay, so that brought us to the 45-minute mark.
All right. Guys, any of you who are still listening, we
kind of died in the middle there while we were choosing teams. This might go a little longer than an hour, so feel free to, I was going to say skip ahead, but we're already ahead.
We'll leave little annotations, hopefully, in the video.
Maybe.
Figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Skip to us fucking figuring our shit out.
Yeah.
All right. Later on, maybe for another episode, we'll maybe in 25 Live, we'll have an all-name team.
All-name team, yep.
And they will play the champions of this Super Fight League.
Round 2, fight.
Oh god.
I turned on my camera. Okay, we're good.
Okay,
we're
I'm
good.
not sure exactly what we're doing.
We're good.
Right.
I was clearing my notifications. They were getting to me. I kept seeing the light blink.
So, we have 4 guys from each team need to be the wedge backs, which are basically goaltenders.
Yes.
Do they have any special rules associated with them? Like stuff they're allowed to do that nobody else is?
So...
I'm assuming that within a certain amount of space from the goal, you're not allowed to touch the ball with certain appendages in the goal.
I'm going to pull up a picture here. I'm going to put up the...
is this going to look silly as shit? I hope this looks silly as shit.
No, not that one. This is going to be extremely hard to explain over audio. So here goes nothing.
Okay.
So
picture in your mind a bullseye.
In your mind's eye.
And it's divided into 4 quarters.
Yep.
And at the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right are each goal. And there's the outside edge, or I guess you say the inside edge along the actual bullseye itself. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
This is fucking insane.
I was waiting for Ryan to just go, oh, fuck it. I'm going to choose this picture.
Okay.
Because this picture might be a little better. Maybe not. I don't know.
So there's the circle in the middle.
Okay, yes. All right. So, circle, it's played on circular field. So get this in your mind. Or just Google it. But, circle field. I really hope Jess is listening from the education. Because she got me into Kronum. Okay. She was a really good ranger. Anyway, so, and then picture an X going through. And then in the triangles that the X makes, there are 3 different zones. So there's the goal zone, which is basically like a crease in hockey. It goes out a certain dimension.
Right. What are you allowed to do in that?
You're allowed to do anything you want. You're allowed to use your hands, feet, head, dick.
All right. And then the first triangle outside of that.
Right. So then there's a triangle that comes out of that. That is the wedge. And that is where you cannot use your hands. That is soccer.
Okay.
The only time you can use your hands in the wedge is if you hit it out, so you can block it. If you're a ranger, like you can put your hands out and block, but you can't have possession. Okay. So you can't like hit it to yourself and start dribbling it out. Then that's possession. So you can hit it out, but somebody else needs to take possession before you can.
Okay.
Then there's the flex zone, which is the area in between the second triangle that we forgot to mention. That is where basically everywhere else besides the flex zone you can use your hands.
Okay.
You have to dribble for every 2 steps. You can double dribble though.
Okay.
So you can pick it up with 2 hands, take 2 steps, throw it back down. We're going to go back to this because this has the point range. Actually, we're going to go to this guy, right? So there's the net, has the actual net. This one's a better picture. Has an actual net. And then there's 5 rings on top.
Jesus Christ. This is insane. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. This sport was created the same way this Super Fight episode was created. Yeah. They had 30 seconds of preamble, and we're just like, how the fuck do we do this? Oh my god.
So the rings are worth 2. Right? So to go back to this, right? You get one or 2 in the crease.
Okay.
Right? So that's where most people dunk. They try to get 2. Right? Then in the wedge, it's 2 or 4.
All right.
In the flex, it's 3 or 6.
And that's where you can use your hands.
That's where you can use your hands. The red triangle
is where you can.
Yeah. If you guys are also looking at the same picture we are, that's the only time. That is soccer. Just think that triangle is just soccer.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's basketball, and then out in the very middle face-off circle type situation. That's the cross zone.
That is the cross zone. If you get a ringer from inside here, it is 8 points.
That's insane.
So you are really never out of it when you're playing Kronum, because you could be down like 20 points and then get a Kronum, and that's 8, and then you're only down 12.
That's crazy. That's freaking insane.
Yeah. So Google it, because Kronum's an awesome sport. And
it sounds so silly.
Yeah, and then one more key rule is the 3-second rule. If you are on defense, you cannot.
If it hits the ground, you have to pick it up within 3 seconds, and then it's safe to eat.
Damn it, Ryan.
Sorry. I've really this whole Kronum explanation is really putting me on my heels. I need to get back into my element of saying incredibly dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you are on defense and you are in the goal zone, or you're on offense, you cannot be in the crease, basically, instead of saying the goal zone. More people know what a crease is. You cannot be in the crease for more than 3 seconds if you're on offense. If your team has the ball, you're on offense, which makes sense. And if your team doesn't, you're on defense. So, as wedge backs, which is what I normally played, you had to know when you could and couldn't go at. Like, you had to keep track of. You had to pay attention.
Okay.
So you couldn't be in the crease more than 3 seconds.
Even as a wedge back.
As a wedge back, yes. If you're on offense, you couldn't just stay there. You know, the defensive wedge back could.
What? Oh, right. There's a wedge back in each crease.
Right. There's a wedge back in each crease.
Sorry. My mindset is completely fucking destroyed.
And there's 2 wedge backs, 1 for each team, in each goal.
Okay.
So there's 8 wedge backs on the field at the same time.
Okay. All right.
I will show you videos later so you actually see it in action.
No, I think I'm getting it. So the Rangers play up a little bit, but kind of chill back.
Yeah, so the Rangers will play like right around the point here.
Okay.
And kind of like patrol this area. And the wedge back will stay in the goal zone. And kind of basically be a goalie, guard the net.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. So we're gonna assign positions to our teams.
Yes.
So.
God. Okay.
So of course my goalies in hockey are gonna be wedge backs. They're just that
obviously
that kind of
skill.
skill.
I might do that to my catchers.
Yeah. The ability to track the ball.
Well, remember you get 4, right?
Yeah.
So you only have 2.
So I've got Holtby and Price for the current team, right? You want a guy who's gonna block shots and do that kind of stuff, right?
I got my one wedge back in Buster Posey. I might put Chris Davis back there too.
Do you have a second pen somewhere?
Oh God damn it!
I see the thing.
Yep, most of them work. Some of them might not. Who knows?
It's like Russian roulette with pens.
Jeez. Yeah. We insert a pen into a gun, and we don't know which chamber it's in.
All right. So wedge backs. All right. So I've got Holtby and Price.
All right. Remember, you get 4.
Weber's going to be a wedge.
Andrew Miller's going to be my wedge. Because of his 6'8" wingspan.
I'm just thinking who would be good as a wedge back here.
I'm going to put Chris Davis as my wedge.
All right.
And I think I'm going to put...
I want Burns as a Ranger. Hillary Knight's going to be a Ranger.
Kevin Pillar. He's going to be my crosser.
Crosby's going to be a Ranger.
I'm going to put Lindor as my crosser, so I got 1 wedge back.
Carlson's going to be my first crosser. I think Ovechkin's going to be the other.
I'm going to put Mike Trout as my wedge back.
And
then Hoskins is going to be Ranger.
I think PK is going to be
Ranger.
PK is going to be my 4th wedge. All right, and then
Scherzer.
I've got my crossers, Carlson and Ovi, and then I've got McDavid, Crosby.
Oh man, I'm benching Chase Utley and DJ LeMahieu. Oh man, they'll be in. They'll be subs. They can
actually. I'll leave Crosby as a sub.
They'll be any position you want. How about that?
What?
Your 2 subs.
Okay.
Could just be like if somebody goes down,
All
so
right.
you don't have to assign them.
Then I'll leave Carlson unassigned.
Yeah.
And I will leave Crosby as a Ranger. Ovechkin and McDavid will be crossers, and then I got 1, 2, 3 Rangers. I think I am going to go with Jamie Benn as my 4th Ranger, which leaves me with Eric Carlson and Patrick Kane as my subs.
Benching Patrick Kane, man.
Look, I'm a homer for Ovi because
yes.
Kaner would be the only guy who could, or I'd say Ovi would be the only guy I would replace with Kaner. But
so how do we determine who wins? Do we run the simulation?
Yeah, we run the simulation.
Click. And go. All right. We ran it 1,000 times. We're like the Deadliest Warrior show. Pirate versus Viking 1,000 times. Apparently the Viking won.
I feel like this would be great if we had, say, audience engagement or something like that.
Yes.
Or we could just debate this in Squad Live 25.
Squad Live 25. Hashtag it.
It'll be like Super Fight, the card game where the 2 competitors basically pick something. They each pick something that is going to fight the other, and they both play 2 cards that are like, oh, so it's a walrus with chainsaw hands that's 1,000 feet tall versus Lou Gehrig.
Versus Lou Gehrig.
Versus Lou Gehrig that can turn invisible. Like stuff like that, and has a crippling meth addiction. Like it's that sort of thing. Like you play the character and the first modifier, and then you draw a modifier from the deck. So that's the whole thing. So Walrus with chainsaw hands,
Right.
1,000 feet tall versus invisible Lou Gehrig with a meth problem. That's Super Fight. This is going to be Kronum Super Fight.
Kronum Super Fight.
With all-star teams.
With all-star baseball and hockey teams.
All right. And then, of course, we're going to get surprise teams from other people who watch sports.
Kelvin will probably do football.
Of course, I'm really interested in seeing what he does with an offensive line.
Yeah.
Because
I only know Eagles offensive lines. I couldn't name.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna have to go. I think all those guys are gonna play wedge.
Yeah.
And then one of them is gonna be a cross.
Yeah.
No, definitely two of those guys are gonna be subs.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna be more of a handicap than anything else.
Yeah. Sorry, Kelvin.
He could do basketball if he wanted.
Could do basketball. Yeah.
We can make Blake do football.
God. No, Blake will do esports.
Oh my god, esports! Oh man. So anyway, we're gonna have anyone else involved. They have to make a Kronum team.
Right. So 12 people
one.
from
We're
the
doing
sport.
2, but at least one for everyone doing a Kronum team of the sport of their choice. And if they can't do a sport of their choice, it has to be the medium of their choice. So we could do actors in Hamilton Kronum team, like shit like that.
I wonder who's gonna choose that, Ryan. I can't imagine. Maybe it's an anagram.
An anagram for Anna Graham. All right. I'm just saying. I'm just coming up with ideas here. I'm spitballing. You know what I mean? There are no rules when it comes to intersport co-ed Kronum.
David Diggs, get back in the goal zone.
All right. I think we've set the stage.
God damn it, Ryan. No, everybody in Hamilton is double cast.
So
there's
okay,
much
we got it. So we've got the all sports name team versus the Hamilton Kronum team. It's going to be the marquee matchup. That's going to be the main event. Oh my God! Did you see the move Chancey Stuckey put on Lando Miranda? Let me do my position breakdown for the all time.
I want to do like a theater sports kind. Because I'm just thinking of like Josh Gad and that's it.
There could be a movie star one.
Adina Menzel.
There could be a movie star team, a TV star team.
Hey, Idris Elba could do both.
Yeah. I feel like Idris Elba is disqualified.
No, he's the ref.
Yeah, he's the ref. Idris Elba is the ref.
Oh man, it took us an hour to reach Idris. Man, we're slacking. But yeah,
you didn't try to shoehorn him in the first 15 minutes.
So much shade being thrown. Hold on. I got this. All right, now you.
Oh man.
5 minutes in, yeah. So Idris Elba. Got it. Should we really be saying that about our technical producer? He's gonna have to listen to these.
What did we say? What did you just say? I was doing a roster breakdown for my all-time team.
I just watched an episode of Scrubs where Elliot's friend came back, and he's like, "Give me the breakdown, Chocolate Bear." She has also perfect feet if you're into that. Bus driver, passenger on. How come nobody does the bus driver anymore? Because it's not a real thing.
I 100% did that in Wildwood. when we were dancing at Flip Flops with a Z.
Yep,
I 100% did the bus driver.
And I missed it.
Oh, Tim, why?
Bus driver, passenger. All right, so that was fun.
Yeah, it sure was.
So how are we determining the winners? I don't think we established that.
We're not determining the winners yet. It's going to be like Super Fight in Squad Live.
Ah, okay.
So we're going to bring these teams in, and we're going to spend some spare time, hopefully, trying to assemble more silly teams.
Silly teams, okay.
And we're going to send like people who tell us they can be in Squad Live.
Right.
Right?
Which I need to get on Facebook event to let people know.
Yes.
Because we're already on 23, so technically 2 weeks from today.
But we're not going to get that many episodes put together. We're going to have to figure out how to broadcast it live, how to get the sound right. Blake has a mic, you have a mic, so we're probably going to get both of those involved.
Yep.
Multi-mic setup.
Multiple... No, screens wouldn't work. Only on Blake's.
But we would need to get someone to film it.
Yeah.
No,
it's so it can just be off the webcam.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna have a couple of people all like get in front of your laptop.
Yeah, it's all 7 of us.
Hey. I might know some people. I'll get back to you though.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
We've also got just anybody who's going to come in to do Squad Live, they have to make a Kronum team of something.
A Kronum team of something.
Yeah.
They can't be Kronum players, though, right?
Right.
Because there was a professional league for about 8 years.
No.
Okay, so Kronum, okay.
You can't have Kronum. The whole point at the beginning was to have the teams play a sport they've never played.
Yes. So no Kronum. No current Kronum players. We're establishing the bylaws here.
That means you can't play, Tim.
Damn. Man.
Which I'm quietly scratching Kinsella off of my... By the way, Hashik, Wa, Gonchar, and Coffee are my wedges. Bobby Orr, Scott Stevens, Mariam Lemieux, and Pavel Datsyuk are my Rangers.
I got so off track.
And Gretzky and Bure are my crossers. And Bondra and Messier are my backups.
Okay. Crosser. Ricky Henderson's definitely my crosser. I think
Actually, I might make Bondra a wedge and open up.
I'll do Henderson and Ozzie Smith as my crosser.
Open up Gonchar as a Ranger.
Oh,
that's how I'm.
He's gonna be my Rangers. Johnny Bench has to be Ranger. He's a catcher, and he has massive hands. They're like Lana-sized hands. Greg Maddux, he'll be my wedge as well because 14 Gold Gloves as a pitcher. Mike Schmidt, he's a fairly big dude, and Carlton Fisk because he's a catcher. And then I'll do Cliff Lee as a Ranger.
Now here's the thing: do you want a catcher as a wedge, or do you want an outfielder as a wedge? So outfielders, like, they have to track the ball, chase it down, and catch it. Because a catcher just sits there and has shit thrown at him.
Have you tried to catch a major league pitcher's pitch?
Oh, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy. But you're signaling to tell them where to put it, and you're just putting.
And hopefully it goes.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes there.
Hopefully it goes there.
Doesn't always.
Yeah.
Always leads to an interesting play.
Well, I mean, I have a third baseman as my wedge, and I have a pitcher as my wedge, and I was going to put Griffey as a Ranger. I figured Rangers move a little more, so that was my mindset.
Yeah. That's a good thought.
That was my mindset.
Fast outfielders.
Yeah, so Griffey will be my other Ranger. I've got 2 Rangers left. I'm going to go Jim Edmonds because he's just along the same lines. And I feel like it'd be a shame to make Lou Gehrig the sub when he's the one that's playing every single game of his career. So he'll be my Ranger, and then Rivera will be my sub. Biggio will be my sub.
All right, I think we've got it set.
Yep. So we got our teams.
Yep. My backups are Messier and Gonchar on my legacy team, and Kane and
announcing the starting lineup.
Kane and Carlson as my backups.
Yeah.
All right. Crossers: Obi and McDavid, Gretzky and Bure. Rangers: Ben, Crosby, Burns, and Hillary Knight. And then wedges: Holtby, Price, Subban, and Weber. And then Rangers, Lemieux, Datsuk, Orr and Stevens. Wedges, Bondra, Hasek, Wah, and Coffee. I think I've got a good setup here. I'm going to lose, but I've got a good setup here. Because as soon as anything gets past Wah, he's going to freak the fuck out. And Dominic Hasek is just going to crab walk around in his crease basically nonstop because Hasek was fucking weird. One of the greatest goaltenders ever, though. Oh, my God.
All right, so I got Francisco Lindor and Kevin Pillar as my crossers.
All right.
I have my Rangers are Max Scherzer, Jenny Finch, Manny Machado, and Rhys Hoskins. And then I got Chris Davis, Buster Posey, Mike Trout, and Andrew Miller as my wedges. And then DJ LeMahieu and Chase Utley coming off the bench.
All right.
And then for my Hall of Fame team, Ricky Henderson and Ozzie Smith as my crossers. This is where baseball positions overlap. Then I got Mike Schmidt, Carlton Fisk, Greg Maddux, and Johnny Bench as my wedges. And then my Rangers are Lou Gehrig, Griffey, Jim Edmonds, and Craig Biggio.
Nice.
Or not Craig Biggio, Cliff Lee.
Nice.
Craig Biggio and Mariano Rivera are my subs.
Last minute switch. I put Ovi on the bench.
Oh, benched Ovi.
I know. It always makes us lose 5-0 to the Sharks. But Brent Burns is playing for us now. Yeah. I wanted to make Erik Karlsson a crosser because he's much faster.
Nah.
Karlsson's one of the fastest skaters in the
NHL. We'll leave it until Squad Live 25.
There we go. We just did the game setup for 25. That was something we were talking about when we were setting up this thing is what are we going to do for 25 to make it unique and interesting? And now we're having a fantasy Kronum tournament.
What if we incorporate the trivia into our scoring method?
Oh my God. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. That's a little teaser of possibly what's going down on Squad Live 25. So Facebook is a company that
this has been a very interesting recording session.
Yes,
I think
definitely.
I think this is going to be good.
Yeah, I might listen to it at work during my prep periods. But my principal stops in. Hey, what are you listening to? I can't explain it. There's no way I can explain what.
Fantasy Kronum.
Yeah, Fantasy Kronum.
I feel like that's the best way to get your boss to just back out of the room.
Okay.
See, we're coming up with the life-changing, like life hacks. If you ever want to get somebody off your back, just start talking about Fantasy Kronum. And guys, if you guys start coming up with suggestions and stuff like that, send them in. We want to hear it.
Send them
feedback.
in.
I don't care.
With all
YouTube
the feedback
comments,
we've gotten, yes.
With all the YouTube comments we've gotten.
Animate them.
If you must. Please do.
Send them in anyway. We don't have a squad email, so
YouTube comments and Facebook messages.
Facebook messages, Facebook comments.
Get engaged. We want it.
Email us at SqwadCast@squad.cast.
You have to buy that fucking domain name now. I'm not doing it.
No, neither am I. Someone else can take it. SqwadCast. So, anything else? No? I'm getting this signal from our producer. We are 12 minutes over time, which is probably about average when you factor in our 2-hour ones we had.
And that I don't think we've ever actually done one under 90 minutes.
No, a few of the first few were like an hour. As soon as we hit an hour, we were like, all right.
Yeah.
And then we just stopped keeping track of time.
Unfortunately, I could record. I could. I went really long into this SqwadCast without completely fucking up all of my words.
Yeah, and then you said requad.
I could record SqwadCast all day, but I have pressing business from bitches calling me nonstop. Hey.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
You teed it up, okay?
I forgot one thing.
You teed it up. You don't...
I forgot one thing. The winner of this, instead of a Gatorade bath, gets a Wawa tea bath.
Oh, God! No way! In the middle of your apartment that
Or
you're
Blake's.
renting.
Yeah. All 64 ounces. It's not even a full cooler. It's just...
that could be the tournament buy-in, though. You have to buy a gallon of Wawa tea to go into a Gatorade cooler. Oh, man. All right. There we go, guys.
On that note.
Keep an ear out for SqwadCast 25. We're doing it live. Hopefully it will not be that bad.
We probably will. But we embrace it.
All right.
All right. Squad out.